So what are the challenges you face here now in your program?
The challenges we face have got very much to do with the stage of implementation of the profession. So those are the biggest challenges, and when you have a program, there's an implied duty also that the program delivers to a ready job market, and because it's an emerging profession, the job market isn't as ready as one would like, and it will take time, and it takes a special kind of student to want to start the program when there is no ready job market. And it's a situation that I recognize because I was in the first cohort in the Netherlands as well. And when we went out, there were no jobs. When we started, there were no jobs, and so we very much had to make the jobs happen. And we had to lobby and ask and inform, and there's a lot of work involved. Most of us in the Netherlands that did the PA course landed up with a job, whether that was already there or whether we had created it or lobbied for it, and that is something that we encourage our students to do. And we see that a lot of the students here in Australia that do that, they in the end they are successful.
And the PA program, though, in the Netherlands is government initiated, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's the government support for the program in the Netherlands is like so many other things in the Netherlands, as far as the PA profession is concerned, unprecedented. So they subsidize the course, the tuition fees, they subsidize the salary of students, and they subsidize the supervision fees of the practices where we had to work. So that was a fabulous way to get that profession to study. But nowhere else in the world has there been such a support from government.
So if there's so much opposition to the PA, or not much, how do they find work? I mean, do they go through the hospital here first? Or?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. Again, I think I mentioned that our major stumbling block is that we don't have any access to the Medicare reimbursement. So there are lots of docs that would love to hire a PA. It's just very difficult to figure out how to pay for them if they were to use a PA in the typical role of seeing patients. There are some PAs that have managed to get in with Queensland Health, but it's a very small number working in the public hospital system. And Queensland is the only place where that's possible because we're the only state that has legislated policy and guidance to have PAs working in the system. Private enterprise has discovered PAs. Surprisingly, over the past 2 years or so, we've seen an uptick in the number of our graduates who are getting work in the private sector. And that's due to a sense of entrepreneurial business design, so that some of these docs have figured out that there's a lot that needs to be done in their clinics that doesn't necessarily have to be line item billed. And that's where the PAs are starting to pick up the role.